Klobber Karnage brings us back into the jungle. It looks like dusk, but we're likely miles underground, so I don't know how that works. Believe it or not, I actually had a worse intro than this written. This is part 44 of Overthinking Donkey Kong Country 2. The name of the level should tip you off as to the theme. Klobber in all his glorious forms is all over the place. And while he's generally not that big a threat, there are pits of spikes and infinity all over the place for him to bump you into. And that's about the main threat you'll be dealing with. But it's far from the only threat. There are wide stretches of spike beds to traverse. The timed barrels from Barrel Bayou return here, as do the Kong-specific barrels from Cannon's Claim. Some of these are really challenging. The two long stretches after the halfway point, where you ride a single barrel across these crazy obstacle courses, are particularly nail-biting. The level's lots of fun, but the back end alone makes it one of the hardest in the game. The bonus level here is pretty awesome. You grab an invincibility barrel, then go on a rampage over the spikes. It took me way too long to notice, but the palettes of Jungle Jinx and Klobber Karnage swap with each other for their respective bonus areas. Well, I think it's cool. I've said it a billion times before, but there's something about a simple, tasteful palette swap that sends my imagination into overdrive. And this one, coming off Jungle Jinx and Black Ice Battle, gives the impression of time passing, of the sun setting on that miniature 3-act play. This checks out too, because the next level seemingly takes place at night. It would be cool if, similar to the first two levels of Congo Jungle, the Lost World took place over a single day, with the final jungle level being at night. It's not, but it'd be cool, you know. The stonework we see in the jungle levels are different to what we've seen in DKC and Donkey Kong Land. They're more detailed, with faces carved into the stones, but the whole thing looks a bit shabbier than the others. I'm honestly not sure what to make of that. Could be different tribes with different art. Could be that some places have more importance than others and get more attention. I mean, this area could very well be sacred, so it wouldn't surprise me if the gates were elaborate warnings to outsiders or something. The plant life doesn't look that different to the jungles of DK Island, with those huge wide leaves and the open Venus flytraps, but the trees are very different. For one thing, they're a hell of a lot taller. I'm no tree expert, but they look like they could be Ramon trees, which are prevalent in rainforests and can be found all over Central and South America. Kind of a weird note to end on, but whatever. The second of 3 jungle levels down, and we're halfway through the Lost World. I really can't be asked saying any more on Klobber Karnage, so I'm just gonna say thanks for watching. And if you've been with me on this weird and over-the-top December, then I hope you're having a good time. I'm actually having a great time, but I also can't wait for it to be over.